Hey guys, welcome back. So this is my ACME haul, and it is just ginormous, and I got a lot of gifts, and I really appreciate it. I'm going to most of them I remember who gave them to me, but there are a few that I can't remember, and I hate that. So one request, especially at a show, if it's like super busy, if there's any possible way maybe you could put your name inside the model kit, because I really hate not remembering who gave me something. I remember the face, I just don't remember the name. But if you could maybe write a note inside it or something like that. I mean, obviously if it's sealed you can't do that, but maybe a sticky note on or something, because I really feel terrible when I do a video like this and I don't remember who gave it to me. But we'll work through it. First, I got several shop cards while I was at the show. I don't know where they're all at, because when Heather packed up, they were in the hotel room, so I guess they're in the house, and I got to go locate them. But I've got one right here in front of me, and I've got some, and I'm trying to make this as quick as possible. I've got some show flyers, and I want to go run through those. But first, I got to see my friend. I got Bob Busking, or King Bob. I don't know if you guys know Bob Busking, but anyway, oh heck, I got his channel. Where's it at? Shoot. Oh man. Anyway, I'll have to try to remember what King Bob's channel was if I throughout this video. But anyway, I did get to see Craig Woods from Craig's Corner. Welcome back to the channel once again. That's what he says. It's so fun. I like to hear it. Welcome back to the channel once again. But Craig is a great guy, and he drove all the way down from Michigan, Vassar, Michigan, and it was a really long drive for him. But he's a friend of mine, and what a great guy. There's his. I don't know if you can do that, but anyway, that's cool. Click or zoom in on that. Maybe if you pause it, you could see his thing. And he also gave me, because he's an awesome person and has great taste, he gave me a Powered by Ford sticker. He said he acquired like 1,000 of these stickers from a person years back. And he works for, he's an auto mechanic for Ford. But anyway, he's a Ford guy too. But anyway, I appreciate it, Craig. You guys go check out Craig's Corner over there, and you'll like it, I promise you. All right, so Sam Baldwin, good friend of mine, Sam. He drove all the way from down Bradenton, Florida. That's a long drive to get to Acme. He said he got up at 3 o'clock in the morning on Friday to get up there, and we hung out most of the day, and he brought me these. So he knows I love these pyros. So a 1906 Renault Town Car. These are all in just pristine shape too. So 1906 Renault Town Car. 1906 Renault Runabout. I believe this is the one that BG over at BG Model Workshop built. I think that is the one he built for the small scale group build. 1906 Runabout. Renault, not Renault, although it looks like Renault. And then two of these, the 1911 Stevens Duryea Tour. What a fancy car. I bet was probably really expensive back in the day, but he got two of those, so that was very cool. There was a vendor there that had a ton. I don't know if that's exactly where he got these from, but they had a ton of pyros and all the stuff that I dig. And I also went back over there and got a few things. All right, next, my friend Howard Heno. Howard is a great guy. I really like Howard a lot. Super knows about the history of a lot of automotive stuff. Just it's a pleasure to talk to Howard. And he gave me this fantastic kit. And so I asked, let's see, I got either a Fantastic or something like this recently. I forget which one it was. Where is that thing? I don't know. It's in here somewhere. And I asked you guys in the comments if you knew who made this kit, because testers I didn't think made anything, right? And someone did comment and they said it was a Lindbergh kit, but after I got to searching, I noticed that Lindbergh actually boxed it after this. So this is 1998, and Lindbergh did package this. They had the different ones that they offered. This is 1/24 scale, but Howard is pretty sure that Testors actually, this is probably one of the only series that they actually made themselves. And that stands to be corrected, because he wasn't 100% sure, but he was pretty sure that that Testors actually made these cars. So that's really cool, because Testors didn't make anything but paint, you know. But they reboxed everybody's stuff, and that's why when I first saw one of these kits, I was like, who in the world made that? But anyway, it is an absolutely beautiful. I've seen these built up too. They are cool as heck. So I appreciate it, Howard, a lot. Howard's an absolute phenomenal builder, and he's been doing it for a really long time, since he was a kid. I don't think he really stopped a whole lot, but anyway, he's still building. I think he's still working on stuff that he started when he was a kid, and which is so cool, you know. Don't finish it, 40 years later, pull it back out and try again. But thanks, Howard. I really appreciate that. Oh gosh, it's getting kind of cramped in here. I'll be 100% honest with you. All right, now these next ones here are the ones that I can't remember who gave them to me. I can remember the face. I remember coming up and talking to me, but I cannot for the life of me remember. So first, and please in the comments, let me know what your name was, because I totally blew it, and it'll probably be like, oh yeah, that's who it was. But they gave me this, and this kind of stuff here is so neat. This thing is old. Remember these old things that when you put the batteries in, and it would just kind of drive around, and I guess if it would bump up to something, it would turn and start going the other way. But yeah, got one of these, and it says, you don't see this very often, but it's made in Japan. And you know, most everything these days is made in China. This is made in Japan, and it's just neat, man. That's a cool thing to put on the shelf. It's all made out of tin. I think it's got some age to it. I would say late 70s, mid to late 70s, maybe even before that. But yeah, did you ever have one like this? It's very cool. Then handed me this, and it's bugging the heck out of me not knowing who this was. Man, I am so sorry. But this is a Lifelike Hobby Kit. This would have been a Pyro. It got rebranded as Lifelike Hobbies, but 37 Chevy convertible. And that is super cool. 32nd scale. And, oh, you gotta love that color. Looks a lot more green in person, but yeah, I dig this stuff so much. Thank you for that. I really appreciate it. And he said that he bought these two kits at a like a church yard sale or something like that, I believe is what he said. $2. $2 a piece. So the Porsche Boxster by Tamiya, it is a curbside kit, would be a really fun quick build. And I need to jump on this one. I'm all about the quick build. No details on the engine, you know what I mean? Because it's like, man, I'm so strapped for time. But cool car, Boxsters and Boxster. I remember why it's called a Boxster. I guess it's because it has I know that Boxer style engine is, I heard that the reason is because, you know, you got an opposed, like a Volkswagen, they're opposed 4-cylinder or 6-cylinder. I'm not sure if that's why this one's called a Boxster, or maybe it was a Boxer, or not a Boxer the whole time. Maybe it's always been a Boxster, but I heard that the reason they call it that's because the pistons, you know, come in and out like two people boxing. But that's a really nice kit. I opened it up and looked at it. It's super nice. Thank you so much for that. And oh, it's upside down. Then this cool machine, Ford Zaxby Turbo Capri. And Sam and I were looking at these at the table, at the vending table after they gave them to me, and we were really confused because a Capri was a Mercury Capri, right? And then we talked to, because apparently he's an expert at this stuff, we talked to Craig, and Craig knew all about this type of race car. And he said something, he's like, no, it's a Ford Capri. And it was like, I can't remember what he said, but anyway, it's a left-hand drive, so it's not like an Australian or British or anything like that. But yeah, it's a Capri, Ford Capri. And I thought that was really interesting. It's a mean looking car. I like that a lot. So it's also a curbside, which don't bother me one bit. But boy, that's a neat car. Man, look at that thing. That front splitter thing sticks way out there. Well, it's got a driver too. Very neat. And you can't beat a Tamiya kit, man. They're just so nice. They're so well made. So please let me know in the comments what your name was. That sounds so terrible. But I want to remember. I want to write inside the kit who I got it from. So thank you for those. I super appreciate those. And a little metal car. That's really neat. All right. This one was under the table, and I didn't remember it getting handed to me from anybody, and so anyway, but I didn't buy it. But this one was at the table, and obviously they know I like this stuff. So this, I don't know, I don't remember where this one came from. But anyway, this is a reboxed pyro kit. I built this exact kit here. I'm looking at it right there in my little, what a cool little kit. But yeah, this is Lindbergh, and this is modern. This is very late, but it is 2006. But this is a pyro kit. So if you ever see this one, just know that you know when you get this, you're actually getting something that came from super old molds back in the 60s, a pyro. So that's really cool right there. Thank you, whoever gave it to me. I honestly I didn't see this one pass by, but it was under the table, and I asked Heather. I said, "Where did that come from?" And she didn't remember. She was so busy. So, thank you to whoever gave that to me. I appreciate it. All right, and all right, here we go. Harvey Keeler. Me and Harvey did a trade, and he gave me one. He gave me this one. I've never had one of these, but Harvey is a subscriber, and consider him a friend now. Got to finally meet him. But this is one of those metal Porsche 959. It's a metal model kit. Well, the body is metal. Well, it says no gluing. Parts snap or screw together. It's heavy box because it's got a metal body. It's like a die cast, and the doors will open. I mean, you have to paint it, obviously, but it's got like I guess maybe a primer coat or something on there. But that's neat. So it's got opening trunk, opening doors, and there's not a lot of parts to it. And I guess it's just a snap kit. Yeah, I guess it's just a snap kit made in Italy. That'd be something fun to just put together in an afternoon or something like that. But I'd want to paint it. You know, I'm not just going to stick it together. I would paint it anyway. So that's neat. So thank you for that, Harvey. And then two kits that we did a little swappage on. Were these two. So this one, you know, I love these old tester kits. Porsche 944S. I didn't have this one either. It's an Italy kit. I love the testers boxes because it got so much box art on the back. It does have an engine, and that's neat. So Porsche 944S Italy. So thank you, Harvey, for swapping me with that one. And then the last one that well, not the last one, but the last one from Harvey, and it's a bigger box. Check that out. Revell monogram, classic Porsche 911 Turbo. So you got the convertible top one, and you got the hard top one, coupe and slant nose roadster. And this is a deluxe kit, and everything's included. I wonder if that stuff's any good still. This 1997, I doubt it. It's probably not good at all. But yep, these are neat cars. These have engines. These are full detail kits, and I bet they're nice. Are they 124 scale? Yep, they're 124 scale. So I guess that'd be monogram stuff. Yeah, good looking cars. Look at that, man. Full detail. Very cool. So all right, thank you, Harvey. Appreciate you, bud. Okay, now. Oh, got one more. Sorry, I got one more that was or two more that was gifted to me. I think think these are the 2 small ones. All right, so Michael Lyons. Michael has sent me quite a few kits, and he just sent me one. Where'd I put it? Dang. Anyway, he knows I like the old stuff too. So he sent me this 1901 D Dion Bouton. 3.5 horse. Oh, wow. 3.5 horsepower. Minicraft. This is a 1/16 scale model kit. This just... Man, guys, could you imagine? Just go back. Just take yourself and act like you used to live in the old days when it was just horse and buggy. And somebody drove up in a 3.5 horsepower Voiturette, a 1901 D Dion Bouton. I'm sure I butchered that. A milestone in automotive history. Just think if somebody pulled up in that. And check it out. The passenger rides backwards, so they don't even know if they're about to crash. But at this point, 1901, there probably wasn't that many cars running around. And I'm sure this is French, and you probably were outrunning the horses and stuff. So getting in an accident was probably more rare because there was just less cars. But that is super cool. I appreciate that, Michael. And also, 1910 Pierce Arrow Revell Highway Pioneers. These little 1/32 scale kits. This is a 1954. Now, did I buy this one? I think I bought a couple of Highway Pioneers, I think. But anyway, regardless, I'll give Michael the credit for it. Sometimes you'll get them and they're made out of that. It was an 89-cent kit, which actually kind of seems high for 1954, but okay, it says copyright 1953, 1954. But you'll get some of these and they're made out of the acetate plastic. This is not. You hear that rattle? That is styrene. You can imagine it's probably not going to be warped up or anything, but the ones that are made, and I love these bags. Isn't that some great ASMR? It does have a hole there, and one of the parts a couple of parts just fell down in there. That's fine. But this is it's made out of styrene. Luckily, you can build that one. And then here is a 1915 Model T Ford sedan. It says copyright 1952. Okay, so I'll show you the difference. This is going to be one made out of acetate. And I think I've got one of these Model Ts just like this. Listen. Ooh, that's crispy. But that's how you can tell the difference. I mean, just by the sound. See, it seems like it's a softer type of plastic. And they warp like mad. I really don't want to open it because it's still, for the most part, it's sealed. And this is just like museum stuff to me. I just love it. But anyway, both of those are super cool. Thank you to Michael Lyons. And, oh, no, I got another one. Dang it. Got so many gifts. It was like Christmas overload. All right, so thanks, Michael, for those. And then Paul Olson, my good friend from down in Deltona, Florida, he had several kits for me. He gave me this one. It's a bag kit. But it is a Revell Lamborghini Diablo. And I just mentioned recently I got a Diablo kit. It was a tester's kit. And I said that, man, when I was a kid, that was the baddest car on the planet. Because I remember when it came out. Because it was the Countach in the 80s, and this came out, I guess, late 80s or early 90s. And, yeah, the Diablo was the baddest boy. It was amazing. So thank you for that, Paul. And he also handed me this 1963 Honda T360 roof type. And this thing is where's the scale? Oh, it's a 1/32. Wow, I thought it was smaller than that. This thing is a little bitty thing anyway. And then when you go 1/32, you can see just how small that little guy is. Isn't that cool as heck? Who makes that? It's a Honda. Look at the big giant Honda symbol on the hood. Oh, it's Arii, A-R-I-I, that model. Okay, I actually looked the other day and didn't even see that. So yeah, that's neat. So the 63 Honda T360. And then he handed me this, and he said, but that's not what's in there. It has a 57 Fairlane 500 model kit inside here. So that is cool. AMT, Erdl, 125th scale. So thank you, Paul. Man, I appreciate you. It says it on the end of it too. So, all right, now I think that's all the gifts. Again, thank you to everybody. You don't know how much that means to me to you just to show up, hand me something. All right, so the ones that I bought, we'll start with this little stack right here. So these were $5 and $10 kits. Yep, sure enough, $5 and $10. So I got this 69 Mustang Super Cobra Jet. It's a 124th. No, it's 125th. I take that back. I was thinking it was the 124th version. So 125th Super Cobra Jet Mustang. Got it for $10. And just like new. Everything's in there. Man, you can't beat a... That's just my favorite. 69, 70, those are my favorite body styles of Mustang. Also got a 32 Ford Roadster AMT. Built it up 3 different ways. And it was $5. Brand new. If you don't go to model shows, now I'm not saying they're all $5 and $10, but they are there are some super deals. Got this 67 Ford Mustang GT Fastback. Also got it for $5. It's a sealed kit. So got those. That is cool. And the rest of this stuff is old stuff, except the very last one. It's not so old, but it is an old car. So I was able to get another one of these. One of my favorite box arts. Outside of the Auroras, this is just classic. The stripes just look so 1920s. And if I'm not mistaken, and you'll notice that this, I'll put my finger on the price, and I actually paid less than $35 for it, but it's a great kit, really good shape. But you'll notice this is an AMT kit. There's nothing that says AMT on it. This was some sort of a promotional deal. I think that AMT did with Ford or something like that in the 60s, because this kit is from the 60s. And you won't find anything AMT on it. Obviously, when you open it, it is AMT. See that there? Wow, these things are like a treasure map. This is super old, but the box is in immaculate shape. There's your white walls. I mean, none of this stuff's any good. And the decals. I can't even tell what some of that said. But yeah, there's old 60s decals. And the you can see how yellow that is. I just think it's so cool. So I got that. And this is the same kit, actually, for the most part, as this the AMT, this box. But see that car there? There's that same car. So this is the same kit, except you don't get the tall T in this one, but you do get this Oldsmobile or Cadillac engine, I think it is. You do get all that's in here. So believe it or not, from way back in the 60s, they had this. I think the wheels may be different or something, but there's darn near enough parts to build 2. I don't think you can build 2, but almost. If you got 2 of these kits, though, you could probably build like 2.5 or 3. You could definitely build 3 cars if you had 2 kits. But anyway, all right, moving on. Let's see. I stopped by the Pyro table and got this 32 Chrysler LeBaron Phaeton Tabletop Classics. Got it for $10. Most of these kits from that table were $10 a piece. But look at this. I don't think they came like that, but whoever they wrapped, all of them have the tires wrapped, even the ones that Sam got. So I'm assuming Sam got them from the same table, but this even has chrome. man, these are neat. And I didn't think pyro kits were any good, but they do look, when you look at the parts and all, they look really nice. And I've only built one or two, maybe two, maybe one. And they build good to me. This is a 1966 copyright here. And then the 30 Packard Boat Tail Roadster. Also 1965. Got it. It's in green. Wow. You would have never thought they'd have made it in green, being the car was like yellow and brown, or gold and brown. But they did. Got those two. And oh, watch out. I got a 32 3-window coupe pyro. It was 60 cents. And this one does not have a date on it that I see. It would be out of the 60s as well. And an Alfa Romeo. No, it's a Romeo. What am I thinking? It does look like Romeo though, but if that's only redneck. Alfa Romeo TT Tour. And I didn't have this, and this has only $8. Maybe I didn't notice something. It may be missing some parts. No, it's all there. It's got plastic wheels and tires. It didn't have the rubber tires. So an Alfa Romeo TT Tour. And here's another Highway Pioneers kit that I got. This is oh yeah, I've been wanting this one. They're a little harder to find. The Olds delivery van. So it's this one right here, 1904 Oldsmobile delivery van. It looks like a horse-drawn wagon with an engine in it. And if I'm not mistaken, this one sounds like acetate. You don't hear that rattle. So this one probably is acetate. It doesn't look warped up though. Yeah, I'd been wanting that one because I just think it's so cool when it actually looks like, it does kind of like a C cab, but it also looks like it ought to have some horses in front of it. But what year is this thing? Don't know. It's got some age to it, and I guess it's from the 50s because I don't think it's made out of styrene. All right, next one I got is this. Oh heck, what was the Renwall? Renwall 1931 Cadillac Sport Phaeton assembly kit. Now these are 1/48 scale. They're really small. They come with a display case. Well, heck, I thought that I was looking at it must have been an open kit that because I thought I saw the display case. But anyway, oh, they even had like a wall display bracket. These are from somewhere around 1966, and it's got a, must have been about 99-cent kit, 153.99. But that's neat. I've got quite a few Renwall kits. I didn't have this one. And like I say, they come with this little bitty display case and all, and the cars are so small. But they're actually pretty high detail for their size. And then I picked up this. I already had one. I might have two, but I may only have one. But this will be my second one. This is a Europe model kit. So you don't see many of these at all. 1/32 scale. This is made in France. A Pinard 1891. And I forget. Someone said one time on one of the videos what that French saying is at the bottom. I can't remember what it means. But these have, and the lady that I bought it from, she was like, wow, they really overdid it with the instructions for such a small, it's just got like a stapled together, but it's a pretty big instruction kit, or instructions for such a small kit. Or however it just looks like it, it looks like blueprints almost. So maybe I could figure out how to do it. But they're neat kits. I have several of these Europe kits, and they look like they're super nice. And that's all in French. They are made. It says made in France on it somewhere. I don't see that now, but all right, back in the box. But it is another one of those just early. This is 1891. Good grief. That's amazing. I mean, 1891. Really? People would actually... Is this the first car or something? I mean, that can't be. It looks a little sophisticated for the first car, but I don't know. Maybe. What was the first car? Wasn't it a French car? Seems like it was. Okay. All right, we're almost done. Getting close. I got 2 of these. And I've got some Hawk stuff, but I may have a Hawk car, but I know I've got a Hawk San Francisco street car, but I got a Hawk 132nd Lancia Ferrari. And this is a 139. Does that mean it was 39 cents? And it was number 1? Was this the very first kit that Hawk ever made? I don't know. But they're modeled in 2 different colors. This one is some kind of just kind of 1965. Check it out. Hawk Model Company. But it's kind of a ketchup and mustard mixed and mayonnaise color. You mix up ketchup, mustard, mayonnaise, like for your corn dog or something. That's kind of the color of it. And then here's a second one here. And the box is a little bit of damage, but there's nothing wrong with the kit. And it is molded in sort of a clear color. So it's sort of a translucent clear. So yeah, I got to add something to my collection that I didn't have. I mean, as far as the brand Hawk in automobiles. Oh, there's another Hawk. Okay, I didn't realize that. This is a Maserati 5000 GT, unassembled. This is kit number 04, model number 04. And that's kind of weird because these have, this one just says 01 right there, but this one says 1 and 39. So I think that's 39 cents. And maybe this is a little earlier before they put the money or the suggested retail price, or maybe they took that off. I don't know. Anyway, this is number 4 Maserati 5000 GT. Only Maserati model kit that I've got. Okay, these next 4 are super unique, and I'd never seen them before. And they're these Lindbergh. This is a MGA 1600. Now, what's interesting about these is they're in these boxes that have never been opened. So I had a Lindbergh Mini Lindy. I mean, I still have it, but it was in a sealed box. Like, you have to like open it like a cereal box, sort of. But these are all closed or all sealed. This is 608, and it was 39 cents. So these are probably out of the 60s. And I think it's neat. It says, by Paul Lindbergh, but it's got some age to it. I gotta open these up and check them out. It's a 1/32 scale, I think. Didn't I see 1/32 scale somewhere on it? Or not? It might be this little tiny thing. But I have to do a box opening on these. But anyway, I got that one. I got the Sprite. And like I say, they're all sealed up. 606.39. Oh, there's a scale right there. I don't know what that means. 7/16 inch equals a foot. I don't know what the breakdown of that is, what scale it is. Maybe you guys can tell me. Does that one say it too? Oh, this one says 3/8 to a foot. So this is a different scale. 7/16 to a foot. And here is a Jaguar XK120. And it is 3/8 to a foot. And it's kit number 609. Jaguar XK120. And then this one, Mercedes 300 SL. And what's the scale on it? 3/8 to a foot. So there's 3 of them that are 3/8 to a foot, and there's the one that's 7/16 to a foot. So whatever that ends up being, I'll have to open them up really easy like to see what the contents look like. They may be totally, if nothing else, the boxes are cool. If the kits are just nothing worth bothering with, I would still like to build one just to see what it was like. Okay, I got 3 more. And the third one's ginormous. But that same table that was selling all these vintage kits, I got this 1903 Rambler Aurora. I've got quite a few of the Ramblers. 1, 2, 3, 4. And this would be 5 of them. 4 of them in, or 3 of them in the old box, 1 of them in the newer box like this. So I got 2 now in this newer box, but these are so stinking cool. American Classics, but it's all just like it came from the factory, sealed up and everything. So yeah, 1903 Rambler. These are going up in price. They're a little harder to find on eBay at a cheap price, and I got them way cheaper there than I could have online. But then I got another one of these 1904 Oldsmobile curved dash runabout, and I just think these are just so classic. That's without the top on it, and there it is, all sealed up. Whoever they bought a collection from, apparently it was probably well, maybe not, because if I was to pass away and somebody bought mine, they might think I'm an old guy too because of the stuff I've got. But just by looking at this stuff, somebody had been collecting for a really long time, and I bet that's where all these kits came from. It's probably someone passed away, they bought the estate or bought the model collection, and these were in there. But they had good taste, I can promise you that. All right, that's all of it except the very last one. And I got to clear out some space here, and I have to back the camera up because it's a great big thing. I hope I'm not forgetting anything. I don't think so. I think that's it. It ought to be. It's 40 minutes already in this video. So let me back this up a little and put this up here. So it's a Rolls-Royce balloon car, and it's made by Bandai. Oh, you know what? I didn't buy this. What am I thinking? I thought I was done with all the gifts. So Steve Ward, Steve is a vendor. He travels around and sells model kits at shows, and he gave this to me, and man, what a nice kit. 1/16 scale Rolls-Royce balloon car. And you take the box, open the box up, and it's just absolutely brand new. Interesting, and I hadn't dug in it far enough to see, but I think you have to. Okay, so I got it, and I was like, oh no, the wheels are missing, because if you'll notice, see how that plastic resembles the shape of the wheel? And I was like, oh shoot, somebody took the wheels out of it. But that's impossible because this package is sealed. So this has never been opened. So the tires are sealed. So there's this roll of, it could be wire or something right here. I'm pretty sure, and I looked in there to see if I could find it, but I think you got to string your own wheels. I could be wrong, but I think you've got to string, and I think that's why this is in here. I think you've got to string your own spokes. Like I say, I could be wrong. I can't get that to go down for nothing. But anyway, that is so cool. Thank you, Steve. I appreciate it. Steve's a good guy. We had some fun together. But anyway, that pretty well does it for the ACME Model Haul. Can't say thank you enough to all you guys that gave me stuff, and I'm sorry if I forgot your name, and that's awful of me, but maybe we can get some sticky notes, and next time if you hand me something, I'll have a sticky note where we can write that down. But I appreciate everything, guys. Thank you so much for all you do. I got to find a place to put all these. Luckily, these don't take up much space. So you could get, I could probably do like 5,000 or 6,000 of these instead of the bigger model kit boxes that I have. But I got to expand, and that's coming. I promise. I've said it forever, but the Volkswagens are gone now. I'm able to use that space now. If I could get caught up on some other things, that'll start happening. Anyway, thank you all for all you do. so much. I appreciate it. Don't forget, as always, go check out hobbynutmodels.com. I got to see Mark at the show just for a brief few minutes, and I wish it was longer, but it was just a very busy day. But anyway, hobbynutmodels.com. Go check him out. It's always linked in the description of the video. Go check out my website, mcvproducts.net, and we'll see you all later. Take care. Bye.